What's going on, YouTube? I just got back from work. I'm about to go to the gym. Y'all see me, I got the gym fit on. I literally just got back from work. And you know, I haven't been making UFC videos. I've been too busy streaming on TikTok. Link somewhere on the screen. But that being said, I haven't felt inclined to talk about the UFC because UFC's been boring, right? That being said, JDM won the belt this last weekend. A lot of big things happening in the UFC. Dana's cooking. Dana's cooking. Right.
I want to oil you up. What the fuck does that mean?
I know you guys see it. I don't gotta explain much. International Fight Week, UFC 317. Charles Oliveira versus Ilia topuria. Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Darius versus Moicano Royval versus Cop. There's a couple of other fights in there too. But then Dana White also announced, to be determined of course, Jack Della Maddalena, who just won the belt this Saturday, mind you. Very good fight. Shoutouts to him. Will be fighting Islam. Confirmed, right? And on top of that, for August, we got Dricus du Plessis versus khamzat chimaev. So ladies and gentlemen, UFC is not washed. But wait, just when you think there's no more, our good friend Dana White announces he will be. He announces that John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is the next fight out heavyweight. Big things. Very big things happening today. Very big things happening today in the UFC. What do I think about these fights? Quick little brief, rundown. I'm not going to be going too deep about this. I got to go to the gym. My boys are waiting for me, right? Quick rundown. Charles Oliveira versus Ilia topuria. Charles getting knocked out. Sucks to see. I love Charles. We all love him. He's a great fighter. Hopefully he can get the belt back, but I'm not a believer in miracles, right? That being said, heavy implications for the winner of this fight, especially depending on who wins the Islam and JDM fight. If Islam were to win, and if Ilia topuria were to win, we will get the fight we all want, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of us are a little upset that, JDM may have won, so it's prolonging the fight more, but this is just Dana's plan to, on top of us getting the Ilia and the Islam Mackhachev fight, we also get to see Islam Mackhachev get his second belt and Ilia get his second belt, which will bring the stakes of the fight even higher. Unfortunately, we got to see Charles and JDM lose in this circumstance, but you got to crack a couple of eggs to make an omelet, and in this case, we're making a very good omelet with the finest eggs we can find around.
And there you have, when in Portugal, a delicious personalized GR omelette. How sad is that? F***ing idiot.
Other fights, Kai Kara France, Royval, Pantoja. Flyweights are going at it. I think Royval's probably gonna win. I don't know. That's a hard fight. I gotta think about it. Watch a couple more of their fights more. But my fucking camera's doing that thing. But very good fight. Very big implications for the winner, because they also have Kara France versus Pantoja. Pantoja's probably gonna win. He's just the guy at flyweight, unfortunately. But unfortunately, he's a little bit crazy. I think we're past the point where none of us like Pantoja. But very good fight announced nonetheless. And then in Chicago, shouts to the Bulls. You guys missed out on Cooper Flag because of a coin flip. Shouts to the city of Chicago. But in Chicago for August, we have Khamzat versus Dricus du Plessis. This fight is one of those fights where you don't know who is going to win, because both of these guys have the highest level of plot armor I've seen in the UFC in quite some time. Significantly more than fighters who have had it before them, and it shows in the last few fights that they've had and their overall careers in general. I lost my voice because when I saw this news, I was in my car and I had to scream to, you know, build up my anticipation to my fucking camera. Oh my goodness. I had to build up the anticipation for this video, and on my way home from work is when they announced Ilia versus Charles. So as I gradually got closer to my house, you could imagine my excitement when I saw the other fights getting announced, right? So this is the next few months of UFC. Next few months, because the next actual like months that we have, June, it's not going to be the most entertaining. We do have a couple of shitty fight nights to go through, and on top of that, we also gotta get through the rematch between Sean O'Malley and Merab. Who the fuck cares?
I just don't give a fuck!
Not me, not you, not anybody. Great things happening. Dana White's cooking. Very big things are happening. I love my life right now. The Knicks are winning. Dana White just announced Charles versus Ilia. All these fights are getting confirmed. I thought Dana White was washed. I thought he gave up on UFC. I've been seeing all these reports talking about he's gonna go promote the Canelo and the Crawford fight the same week as the O'Malley and Merab fight. But you know, seeing this today reaffirmed my belief and my faith in Dana White. Thank you, my friend. I say this now, and the next time I make a video about UFC, I'm probably gonna be complaining because Dana White's getting me tight, right? But for right now, Dana White is in everyone's good graces as the CEO of UFC because he's been cooking, right? I'm probably most excited for International Fight Week, which is UFC 317. They have to announce more fights for 316, unless they have, and I just haven't seen it. God knows what Dana White's cooking right now, but he came out earlier saying he was going to make an announcement. These were the announcements he made, so yeah, Dana White was locked. A little bit of a short video, but I'm running low on time. I just wanted to get my thoughts out about this. So yeah, UFC 317, UFC 318, Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena, and Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a great time for UFC. We say this now, and I'll be back here in a month complaining. That being said, Knicks in 5. Topuria's winning that fight. If you guys like this video, if you like videos like these, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've been streaming on TikTok. Make sure to go follow the TikTok. Link's gonna be somewhere in the description, somewhere on my channel. If you guys appreciate the video, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment. And that being said, I'm going to see you all in the next video. Peace.